thank y'all coming to my class. As you guys know, you're in Ignite, and Ignite is a way to get your career going. And I know you've gone through databases and open houses and things like that, but this is the most important class. It's how to negotiate. It's how to use the 3 Ps. I'm going to help you guys get over that hump. Does anybody remember when you finally got a lead, you finally got them in a car, you finally got them qualified, you finally got an offer, then what do I do? This is how to get you over that hump. This is how to get you over the hump. My name is Mark Geslock, and I'm the team leader of Keller Williams down here in Fredericksburg. Actually down there. I was hired as an agent, not a Keller Williams agent come up through the ranks. So I was very blessed. Fortunately, through what I had learned on my own through another firm, which really I learned on my own, I was able to be an effective negotiator. And I think that this is the absolute best skill that you can have. So let me tell you why. Does anybody know what negotiating is? Okay. Here's a little book called Hold. You guys, if you don't have it, ask your team leader. It's a great thing. On page 155, the word negotiation may conjure up images of hostage standoffs and high-stake business deals. In reality, it's a conversation between 2 or more points of view that seeks to move the parties away from opposite positions into a place of mutual interest. So negotiations is a good thing. This is the best part. Not putting people in cars, not getting a pre-qualification later, but actually let's get the deal done. This is where the rubber meets the road. If you look at your book on page, I'm not sure what it is, 111 is what I have. The National Association of Realtors in 2010 said 84% of buyers consider negotiation skills to be very important. You already have an 84% advantage over your competition. So when you walk in, don't put your picture on the business card. I love to negotiate. Guess what? Now you're thinking about your clients and your customers. What a huge skill that you can use. There's 3 basic approaches or 3 facets of this negotiation process that we use. There are 3 Ps, and they're lined up right in your book. Prepare, present, and position. In the prepare portion, you need to think and act strategically. Understand your goal. Understand your clients. Think ahead. Think about what the next opportunity is going to be. What's going to happen? If this happens, then that. You need to be able to predict the future because we are representing our clients. We are able to, we're the experts. I know they've got Zillow. I know they've got Trulia. I know they've got HGTV. But in the transaction, we are the professionals. We are the experts. So be able to know what's going to go on. When you sit down with your clients, just as you did the buyer consultation or the listing consultation, set clear expectations for your clients. Let them know, I understand what they want, but this is the reality. I'm going to try to get you what you want, but market value is market value, and we can't change that. When you talk to your clients, ask open-ended questions. What do you think? How do you feel? If you lost this home for $1,000, would that upset you? Get to their core. The MREA book on page 74 talks about our big why. Understand your big why from your clients. Because remember, our big why is the paycheck. But if we help others get what they want, we'll get what we want. The next important thing is when you ask your clients is to listen. Back in the late 80s, I worked for a land developer down in Fredericksburg. And Alex McAllister taught me a lot of things. And I was a young guy, I was 22, 23 years old, running the roads hard as I fast I could. And all these guys kept having $100 bills at the bar I used to work in. I said, I want to work with those guys. So I asked Alex, I said, Alex, how do you be successful? He says, you have to talk less and listen more. Well, that makes sense. But I'm a young guy. I'm more worried about hanging out than the real estate world back then. So he said, what you do is you take your top lip, pull it off, put it on your forehead. So that way you listen 3 times as much and can't talk at all. And as a young guy, I understood that. And that kind of sounds funny, But if you really do that, if you ask open-ended questions and you ask, you're prepared, you'll be able to negotiate the best half of your client. Remember, don't let your emotions get involved with the transaction. Okay? Make sure you obey the laws. Make sure if you need some help or a contract, they're listed on your e-edge. Go to your broker, your compliance broker, and your market center to make sure we're doing it. What I'd like to do is read the scenario here on page 13. What we're going to do is I'm going to read it out loud. I'm going to take about 2 minutes on your own. Identify the key areas that you need more information from your client and things that you would need to know so when you walk in to move the points into closer agreement. The scenario is you're representing a buyer. Your client's a young woman who is renting her present property. Like any first-time buyer, she's looking to you to guide her through the process. That's her negotiating skills. The asking price for the home she really loves is $175,000. The house appears to have evidence of a roof leak, and it's listed as is, and it's correctly priced. Your client would like to keep her payments as low as possible since she has a number of student loans to pay off. She wants to write an offer of $155,000. There's been quite a lot of activity on the listing. So take a few minutes, take 3 minutes, write three things that you would like to ask her, and then we're going to discuss them. Anybody got questions? It's pretty easy, isn't it? Asking open questions. Take another 30 seconds. See this Larry's finished up. Who wants to share? Before I have to pick on you. David.
I would ask them if they really wanted to walk away over $100 a month.
So you've really drilled it down to their monthlies, what's important to them. And by asking that, you'll understand what people know.
How bad do you want this house?
How bad you want it. Once again, we're getting down to our big why.
Thank you.
With these things, we're able to effectively negotiate. Now we've got everything that we need. Now it's time to present the offer. So the first thing you do is you call your co-op agent and say, hey, I have a written offer with a ready, willing, and able buyer. And then listen to what they say. If you can't present it in person, do it over the phone. Don't just PDF it and send it. I know we like technology and iPads and iPhones and things like that. But when you send it over, listen to what they say. Listen to what they don't say. If you give them the price and it's a low ball offer, if you hear that, just ask them what's important to them. If maybe we're asking for closing costs and they're unwilling to give closing costs, listen to what the other person says. Take your lip, put it on your head again, and listen. But by able to effectively understand our clients' wants and needs, we're able to bring a transaction to a smooth close. We talked about the three P's of this process. They should add 2 more. Actually, it should be 2 RRs, to receive referrals. Because once you've listened to your clients, given them what they want, acted in their best half, they're going to be raving fans for your life. And that's how you're going to be successful in real estate. Thank you.
Thank you.